What if I told you football isn't decided on the pitch anymore, but in boardrooms, royal palaces, and government offices? From Paris to Madrid to Saudi Arabia, a small group of billionaires and states now control the world's biggest clubs. This is the story of how football became a game of oligarchs. Football's billion-dollar transformation. Football didn't always look like this. Clubs used to be local, community run, broke, but passionate. Then came TV money, the Bosman ruling, global sponsorship. And suddenly, football became a financial arms race. Today, success isn't just about tactics or talent. It's about who owns your club and how much money they can burn. So in the beginning, what is a football oligarch? In football, an oligarch isn't just a rich owner. It's someone whose wealth is so massive, the rules don't apply the same way. Unlimited, and by that I mean unlimited capital, political influence, and control over leagues and regulators. And these owners don't just buy players, they buy power. The richest and the most powerful owners in football. Let's meet some of the people who actually run the modern football. Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund owns Newcastle United. Sheikh Mansour owns Manchester City and other clubs across the world as well. Qatar Sports Investments owns PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. Roman Abramovich owns Chelsea. Stan Kroenke owns Arsenal. Nassef Sawiris owns Aston Villa, and Jim Ratcliffe owns Manchester United. Some are billionaires and others are entire countries. PSG, football as a political weapon. No club represents oligarch football better than PSG. Bought by Qatar in 2011, PSG went from being irrelevant to unstoppable. And I remember the years when PSG was not even something that used to be talked about. But as soon as PSG got bought by the Qataris in a way, that's it. That's when they invested so much money into their players, into bringing so many players from so many places over the world, that they literally made that team one of the best teams in France, basically. Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, these weren't just football signings. They were geopolitical statements. PSG wasn't built to win trophies. It was built to sell an image. And here's the real power move. PSG's president also helps run European football. And when the owner helps write the rules, who's really in control now? Real Madrid, power without an oligarch. Now here's the twist. Real Madrid doesn't have an oligarch. No billionaire, no state. Yet, they're still the biggest club on earth. Real Madrid's power comes from history, from prestige, and also from knowing how to bend the system and how to bend the rules a little bit here and there. The Super League wasn't about saving football, it was about protecting elite power. Barcelona, tradition versus reality. And then there's Barcelona, owned by the fans, built on identity. It is more than a club. But football changed and Barcelona didn't. No oligarch meant to bail out, no safety net, and eventually no Messi. Barcelona's crisis exposed a brutal truth. Tradition doesn't pay the bills anymore. How oligarchs changed football forever. Oligarchs changed football in three different ways. Those three ways are: transfer fees exploded, competitive balance collapsed, and politics entered the pitch. Smaller clubs cannot actually keep up, and rules get rewritten, and success becomes predictable now. So are we in the same scenarios of the WWE, where when before the whole match and everything, they already set up who's gonna win and who's gonna lose? I don't know. But sometimes when some teams are paying off the referee and the referee is like, okay, I guess I can let this team win actually instead of that one just because he got paid. Hey, maybe that's where we're going. The future of football. So where does football go from here? Will it stay a global sport or become a closed league for the ultra rich? The game we love is still alive, but it's no longer owned by the fans. Some people found out that they can actually make some money on top of the fans, and since they already have some money, and a lot of it, that's where they invested their money, and that's how they're making their money. And that's how we can call them oligarchs at the same time. Football used to be about glory. Now it's about power. And until something changes, the biggest clubs will always belong to the richest owners. And if you love football, share this video, subscribe for more deep dives into the games and behind the games and everything, and tell me in the comments below, can football actually survive the age of oligarchs? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.